With over 90 different neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, each have their own distinct personality. Pittsburgh is known for its rich history and unique architecture, especially in home design. Joseph, what a beautiful classic kitchen.
Thank you, Kim.
From Pittsburgh's Little Italy to Shadyside's Victorian-style mansions, you can find a variety of trending styles in the city's communities. Formerly a magazine, Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchens features remarkable kitchens and bathrooms, all created by local designers, architects, and builders in Pittsburgh.
Very smart design.
Thank you.
I love that.
Whether it's traditional charm or contemporary spaces, we'll highlight a range of stylish designs. Stay tuned to see some of Pittsburgh's finest kitchens. Let's take a look at this bathroom designed by Kitchen and Bath Concepts.
My name is Emily Miller, and I'm a designer at Kitchen and Bath Concepts. Kitchen and Bath Concepts was started by Tom Trzynski a little over 50 years ago, and it's always been a family-run business. His son and daughter, Tommy and Jamie, took over the business and daily operations about 10 years ago. And our primary focus is really being the concierge for our clients, kind of from initial project conception all the way through final walkthrough and punch list. We primarily focus on kitchens and bathrooms, but we can really transform any space in the house. We've worked in home offices, basement bars, outdoor kitchens, really any space that needs a little makeover and some renovation and transformation we can handle. So this client first came to us a little over 13 years ago to tackle their kitchen project. And more recently, they brought us their master bathroom, which was stuck in the 1990s, huge bulkheads, very unbalanced space, an oversized tub, very, very small confined shower, and not very efficient space at the vanities. So they really wanted us to look at the space as a whole and really just kind of start from the beginning and really make it function a little bit better for them on a daily basis.
Emily, what a gorgeous, sophisticated bathroom.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of the inspiration behind the design?
Absolutely. So this client brought us this bathroom that was basically stuck in the 1990s. There were huge angled bulkheads, a very small, compact corner vanity area here with wall-to-wall mirrors, a very small shower space, and kind of the huge tub throne that you have kind of from that era with the steps leading up to it that take up half the bathroom. So what they wanted us to do was to really give it kind of an update and a makeover to just kind of make it function better for them on a daily basis. So we started with kind of creating a more functional space for them at the vanities by giving them more expansive counter space, more functional storage with outlets in the drawers, some custom medicine cabinets behind some beautiful brushed gold mirrors here, some open storage below for some baskets or towels that is more decorative but can also be functional. From there, we wanted to have sort of a focal point on the back wall with some beautiful marble tile with some gold accents.
It's absolutely beautiful. And I love how you pulled this space together with this brushed gold finish. Is that what it is?
Yes, yes.
The hardware as well as the fixtures. And the sinks are beautiful as well. I'm loving those.
Thank you. We did the underhung white sinks in the very clean countertop with a mitered edge just to make it
Just
kind of a heavier looking space.
And I'm loving the shower area too.
Thank
what a beautiful open space.
Again, they had such a small shower before, and we wanted to really kind of enlarge the shower for them so that it functions better on a daily basis. We love the brushed gold finish. It really pops against kind of the clean white tile and stone that we selected with them.
It really does. And this color palette too is just so soothing and calming.
It is, yeah. We wanted to do something that was very neutral, kind of as a backdrop from the paint color to the porcelain tile floor, which this is also a heated floor.
Oh wow.
So it's very nice in the morning.
That's
and bare
lovely.
feet.
Yeah.
But we wanted to balance those lighter color tones with some nice warmer wood tones, with some of the rift white oak. So we brought that in with the floating vanity, and also to kind of have the white freestanding tub pop against the wood tones for the floor.
This bathtub is amazing. Tell me a little bit about this.
So it's an air tub, and we kind of try to describe it as like, your typical Whirlpool tubs that from back in the 90s are kind of a deep tissue massage, but this is kind of more of a soothing Swedish massage, sort of, with the air tub feature.
I love it. It's it's like a tranquil spa retreat.
It is, yes, exactly.
Emily, thank you so much for taking the time today to give us a tour of this absolutely gorgeous bathroom.
Absolutely, thank you.
Shopping for kitchen and laundry appliances has never been easier. Don's Appliances has the Tri-State's largest in-stock inventory. Get guaranteed lowest prices and free next-day delivery with 12 months $0 down special financing. Visit donsappliances.com.
Water Source by Don's Appliances is your place for luxury plumbing products. Featuring an interactive showroom that brings your kitchen and bathrooms to life. You can explore trends, cutting-edge innovations, and new products, all at the touch of your fingertips. Selecting plumbing products from Water Source is an experience tailored to your needs. Schedule an in-person consultation today from our industry experts. Water Source, Pittsburgh's destination for water reimagined. Visit donswater.com.
When I use my Bosch dishwasher, I feel confident. Crystal Dry Tech leaves all these dishes, even the plastics, incredibly dry.
You hear that moisture? I'm here to dish out vengeance on dirty dishes. Put down the chips. We're having pasta primavera for dinner.
With 60% drier dishes, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Shop phenomenal appliances at Don's Appliances.
Let's check out this next kitchen by Hauser Designs in Oakmont.
My name is Noelle Hauser, and I'm the owner of Hauser Designs. Hauser Designs is an interior design firm. We do residential and commercial, and we do new construction and remodeling. We specialize in kitchen and baths, but I do anything as far as interior decorating, selections for new construction, so kind of the whole scope of design. When I met my client, it was by a referral, and I talked to her on the phone the first time. She kind of gave me the vibe of what she was going for. She's building on the water. We wanted to make the space feel like the water was almost indoors. From there, she just kind of took the reins as well and helped whenever we were making selections. We really worked together on that, visiting vendors and going to different stores to just pick out everything, and in the end, it really came together.
Noelle, wow, I am loving this space that you designed, and this view out here on the water is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
And I would imagine was part of the inspiration behind this.
100%. That was like one of the first things we talked about when I met with her. She wanted to bring the outdoors in. This was a huge region she picked to build on this lot, was obviously to be right on the water. So we wanted to make sure every step of this project, we wanted to bring that water in and just make it feel like it was one big area that all was very cohesive with each other.
I love it. And then these just high ceilings with this coffered ceiling.
Yes, we did a coffered ceiling in here, and she wanted a little bit of a pop, so we did that black in the coffered ceiling to make it, a very two-tone look.
The chandelier selection really
Yes.
brings a sense of glam into the
Oh my
space
gosh,
a little bit.
absolutely. That is such a glam chandelier, and I'm obsessed with it. She's very much into glam, and we thought, what a perfect space to put like a really statement chandeliers right when you walk in. So we really made that a point to make that chandelier pop, and I think it turned out absolutely stunning in that space.
Let's come around here. So this is a really cool wet bar area that you designed, which is amazing for entertaining.
Yes, we wanted this to still be cohesive with the kitchen, so we did the same cabinets, combination with the dark lowers, the champagne light upper cabinets. We added this glass backsplash here, which just turned out stunning. It reflects the light. It just really brought this space together. And then we built this whole space also around this wine cooler, beverage cooler. She loved this, and we kind of just worked around that size appliance to be able to kind of figure out the whole space.
That's awesome. Well, let's head over this way because I am being drawn into this gorgeous kitchen that you did here with this waterfall kitchen island that I am just, this stone choice is just really cool.
Yes, this was definitely the center point of our kitchen. So what we did, we just kind of focused everything around the colors in this piece, which is where we got our cabinet colors from. Just any element of this design kind of was all focused around this piece. So
I love that. And the color palette in and of itself feels so calming and soothing, and is really pulling. I'm realizing as we're standing here, it's really pulling from the exterior.
Yeah, it's very much earthy tones that we pulled in here, very neutral, earthy. It's not like we brought in blues and greens. It's so neutral, but yet it still brings that outside in, and it's really, cool how it all came.
It's a modern, sleek space, but it has a very classic, timeless feel to it that I think is going to stand the test of time, which is super smart on your part.
Yes.
And then if we come around here, I am loving this coffee bar area with flanked by these, the double wall combo fridge and freezer. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, so when we came, the builder had prints, and we definitely modified the prints to our own liking. In this area, they had the columns together, and then they had separate countertops. We didn't want that. We knew we wanted a coffee bar in the middle, so what we did is we actually flanked the fridge and freezer on the left and right and made the counter space in the middle for her coffee bar, and to also get her drawer microwave in there too.
That's really nice and creates a really nice sense of balance in this space opposite the view here, which I really love.
Yes, yes.
So let's head over here because I love this, I'm assuming 48-inch range, and then looks like to be a custom range hood.
Yes, so whenever we were starting to look into the appliances and so forth, we knew we wanted a super custom hood. So what we did, we got a bunch of different materials from the company. We were able to pick the finish on the hood. We went with a smooth finish because we want to stick with that sleek look that the rest of the kitchen gives. But we also wanted a little personality, so we chose those diamond rivets, which just turned out beautifully, and we were so happy with how it turned out and looks in the space. It fit very well with everything.
It really does. It's beautiful, and it brings a little bit of an industrial feel in here, which is playing really nicely off of all your other choices.
Yes.
A really cool feature that you can customize in your kitchen is a range hood by selecting different colors, styles, and finishes.
We didn't want anything to take away from that. So all of the perimeter countertops, we did a honed countertop that's very muted, that doesn't take away from the beauty of the island piece with the waterfall edges and then this full height backsplash behind the range. We really wanted that to be what your eye goes to, which is also why we chose a very minimalist light fixture above the island, because we just, again, we didn't want your eyes to be fixated on anything else but the countertop on the island and then go straight up to that range hood. And that's exactly, I think, what we accomplished with this.
You absolutely did. You're right. And this light fixture I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
It's so sleek.
Very sleek, minimal. It's almost like you don't even notice it when you come in, but it gives that light that you need over the sink and if you're eating there. And one other cool feature I really thought was different that we don't really do is, even though we did waterfall edges down the side, we actually made this little seating area here so that if somebody's eating, they can be looking at the view of the water. So it just kind of tucks in. You don't know it's there unless you come around this side of the kitchen, which I just thought was a really cool little feature that, you don't see very often. And I guess why would you unless you had a view like that?
I know, I love it. And it's kind of like a perfect spot for your morning coffee.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Really smart design, and I'm absolutely loving that. And your choice too with this kitchen sink is really cool too.
Yes, it was a nice deep sink. We wanted to go with that color because it matched our cabinets that we had in the island, and then kind of pulled that same thing in with the faucet.
Well, this has been a really awesome tour, and thank you so much, Noelle,
thanks
for taking us around and showing us this incredible space.
Absolutely, it was fun.
When I take food out of my Bosch refrigerator,
I feel like the best version of myself.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Shop phenomenal appliances at Don's Appliances.
Don's Appliances is the place that can make your luxury experience memorable. Featuring leading-edge technology in the best built-in appliances, make your kitchen dreams a reality with our full line of luxury brands. Combining passion for food with appreciation for innovations, bring the newest technologies into your kitchen with style. Imagine technology that provides more flexibility to cook in the best possible way. Let Don's Appliances help you find your taste of luxury.
May is Maytag month at Don's Appliances. To celebrate, we're giving away one Maytag Pet Pro laundry set. Scan the QR code, go to donsappliances.com, upload a picture of you and your pet. Winner to be announced June 2nd.
Join us on this next kitchen renovation by Alisha Gwen Interior Design.
My name is Alisha Gwen, and I am the owner of Alisha Gwen Interior Design. Alisha Gwen Interior Design is a residential interior design firm, and we primarily focus on 3 types of projects. The first is individual room redesign, if a client just has a couple of rooms they would like to decorate. The second is renovations, whether it's small like a kitchen or a bathroom, or a larger scale such as an addition, a full house renovation. And the third type of project is new construction. So we stick around from the origination of the plans with the architect all the way through into the furniture phase. This project started with the client's pain point of having the kitchen undersized for the house. So we took over the 4-stall garage and put an addition on of 4 more stalls, used the existing 4 stalls, and were able to enlarge the kitchen and add a breakfast nook.
Wow, Alisha, we just walked into this home, and what an awesome entry into this bar area.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were trying to achieve here. The client actually had a Gucci handbag that was the inspiration for this space. She wanted it to be all washed in the same color as that handbag. But aside from it being beautiful, in my humble opinion, it's also very functional. There's an ice maker, there's a dishwasher, there's 2 different sets of refrigeration, and there's 2 little mini wine rooms that actually cool to the temperature of both red and white wine.
It's just such a glamorous welcome into this space.
It's like a little jewel box.
So heading into this little seating area, I'm just absolutely loving with this gorgeous emerald green cabinetry.
Yeah, they wanted a casual space off the kitchen where in the mornings they can focus their attention here on just coffee. There's a hidden espresso machine, a TV, a fridge, and another little area for smaller coffee machines. And we just kept it all hidden behind this really pretty, essentially, piece of furniture.
That's so unexpected, and what a smart and beautiful way to address that area. Wow, what a glamorous and bright and beautiful kitchen area.
Yes, thank you. So when the addition went on, it created more of an elongated, I call them bowling alley kitchens. So we really had to be smart in here with our choices in terms of materials and finishes so that it felt visually interesting to distract from the fact that it was long and linear. So one of the things we did was break up the island into 3 different sections. We call this the entertaining island. It's actually made out of gold metal. And so if they are entertaining, they can set up a charcuterie board here, maybe set up a little mini bar. Moving on to the kitchen island, we added this really thick, beautiful mitered edge to the marble just to give it some bulk and some substance. And then down at the far end, you will also see a butcher block, so more of the functional end versus the entertaining end.
So I am absolutely loving, I'm assuming refrigerator freezer combination here with these antiqued mirrors that you did on the panels.
Yeah, we didn't want it to just be a wall of basically cabinetry. When you're getting into fridges that are 36 inches wide, we needed some sort of visually interesting detail to make it stand out.
It is beautiful, and it really opens up the space, and it just glows in here.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And then heading over to this, probably the most incredible range area with your marble full height into this incredible custom range hood. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was no small feat achieving that, but we knew going in for the design, she really wanted this space to be more visually pleasing than it was technically functional because we do have the separate prep kitchen. So here it was all about the looks and like how do we have a showstopper. So the natural thing to do was a whole wall of marble. And we accented it with some antique glass sconces just to give it again more of that glam aspect. And then the black range so that it stood out from the all white cabinetry.
Yeah, your lighting choices in here are really beautiful too and really create amazing different showstopper moments throughout this space.
Yeah, I mean, we love lights. They're like the jewelry of the space. So anytime we can throw in an extra special fixture that most people have never seen before.
It's amazing, I love it. Let's head over to this awesome little kitchen nook area, which actually isn't that small at all.
It's not small, but it ended up with the way the addition laid out on a floor plan. It was just this extra space that we needed to carve out and make it functional. So we built in the banquette so that we could have the maximum amount of seating. And we also built in a really cool china cabinet so she could display some of her surfing wear.
And then heading over here, it looks like we kind of have a prep area with a sink.
We do. So when there's a larger kitchen, we always like there to be a separate area for the person that's cooking and the person that's cleaning. And so I'm really super into that detail of having a separate sink for washing dishes with the dishwasher and then a separate sink for the person that's cooking and chopping vegetables to keep them separate so they're not bumping into each other.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna head over here. I think I remember you mentioning that there was a whole separate kitchen to this house.
There is. So we knew on the plans, again, there was gonna be a little bit of extra space carved out between the main kitchen and the garage. So this door here is actually the door that comes in from the garage. And so when they come in with groceries, they're able to just unload everything right here and keep all the mess contained.
So in here, you can see everything that you need, but it's really hidden off the main beautiful kitchen area.
Exactly.
It's awesome. And then I see you've got several other areas in this kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole full working kitchen back here. We have a convection microwave, we have double ovens, we have another smaller range, and we have a sink and another dishwasher.
I love it. And your material choices, I noticed that you have separate, kind of like an oak inlay.
Exactly. So we wanted, it's a long span. It's more what you would call, you know, a galley style kitchen in here. So instead of it just being one wall of the same color cabinetry, we broke it up with the stained oak and the painted cabinet.
Well, it feels like a very special home.
Thank you.
And you did an absolutely beautiful job. And thank you so much for giving us a tour.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
Hey, this is Matt Hillebrand with Don's Appliances. Are you looking for luxury appliances at an affordable price? We wanted to let you know about a few special promotions we have available with Thermador. The first is Leap into Luxury. For example, purchase any 30-inch Professional Series range and any 36-inch refrigerator and get a free dishwasher and over-the-range microwave for just under $10K. Next, we have our 1-2 free package. Choose any eligible cooking suite and receive a free appliance or upgrade. Also, with the purchase of any Thermador package, this qualifies you for a use and care with Chef Anthony. We have plenty of combinations to get you huge savings. As always, we have guaranteed lowest prices, the Tri-State's largest in-stock inventory, and affordable financing options. Discover new models of luxury affordability at Don's Appliances. Visit donsappliances.com or scan the QR code for more savings information.
When I take food out of my Bosch refrigerator,
I feel like the best version of myself.
when I see how the VitaFresh technology keeps my food fresher for up to 3 times longer, that makes me feel...
With food that stays fresh up to 3 times longer. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Shop phenomenal appliances at Don's Appliances.
May is Maytag month at Don's Appliances. To celebrate, we're giving away 1 Maytag Pet Pro laundry set. Scan the QR code, go to donsappliances.com, upload a picture of you and your pet, winner to be announced June 2nd.
Let's take a look at this next kitchen by Angelo Associates.
My name is Lisa Hurley. I am a certified master kitchen and bath designer with Angelo Associates. Angelo Associates has been around since the early 70s, and we focus on residential kitchens and baths. We also install windows and doors, and we do a lot of renovations in other areas of the home to customize them to our clients' needs. So the backstory of the kitchen is the homeowners are past clients of mine that we've done a lot of work for over the years. They purchased this 4-story condo in the hopes that they could combine some of the features that they had in their previous home and make this space feel like their own. Some of the things they wanted to incorporate were an old world kind of a vibe, but bright, airy, and take advantage of all of the windows. They wanted also a European style look to some of the cabinetry, and they wanted to segregate the space between the kitchen, the dining room, and the hutch area.
Lisa, wow, I am just loving this stunning kitchen. Tell us a little bit about the design process behind this space.
So we really wanted to keep the space open and airy, play off of the tall ceiling heights as well as all the windows, and not enclose it with too much cabinetry, but still have enough storage for all of the items that they need.
It's really beautiful, and these ceilings are amazing. Is this coffered?
It is. The original space had a few bulkheads that were necessary to hide some plumbing and mechanicals, so we played off of that and tied it into the space and made the coffered ceiling.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then I love how over here, how you integrated this like built-in hutch look on either side of the fireplace. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the homeowner had dishes she wanted to display, and we went with the oak interior of the cabinets to help the white dishes pop off of the space. And we kept the exterior the same color as the kitchen space to tie the areas together. But we dressed up these cabinets by making them inset instead of frameless.
This hardware and the beautiful oak interior with the lighted interior is just absolutely amazing and really creates an awesome statement piece there. And this fireplace is really a unique feature in this kitchen.
It is stunning. The original fireplace was more narrow. The homeowner had a couple of prints and the sconces that she wanted to incorporate into the space above the mantle. So we framed the fireplace out wider, redid the mantle, and it is just a stunning finished product.
It is, it's just so elegant.
Thank you.
I just love it. And the lighting selection is amazing. These pendant chandeliers look beautiful, and these sconces, I'm assuming these are some sort of family heirloom?
They brought these from their previous home and they wanted to incorporate them into the space.
And I am just loving this huge kitchen island with the waterfall feature.
Yes, they really wanted one side to have the waterfall, and we incorporated the outlets in the pop-ups in the center of the island, as well as the other spaces where we did not want to cut into the full height backsplash. We incorporated the pop-ups there as well.
That is such a smart design and really gives you this just really sleek, sophisticated vibe throughout that whole kitchen. And again, I love how you carried that counter up with the full height.
It really keeps it open.
And then you had mentioned something about a compactor, and I don't think I've ever seen one before.
They decided to go with a compactor, trash compactor, instead of a garbage can. And it's right next to the dishwasher, so they just disappear into the cabinetry.
A trash compactor is a great option for your kitchen if you want to reduce the volume of waste as well as the number of times you have to take your trash out. This is a great option for larger families. And then I'm noticing the range is beautiful with this custom range hood.
Yes, one of the goals was to get a larger range for entertaining.
Let's talk a little bit about over here. I see this kind of unique looking wall oven. Tell me a little bit about that.
They decided to go with the speed oven on the top and the steam oven below. We incorporated the warming drawer in the island as well.
What a nice little feature. So, and then I'm gonna assume that the refrigerator and freezer are behind this beautiful frameless cabinetry.
They are. The refrigerator and the freezer are the column style and completely integrated.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for taking the time to give us a tour of this really amazing space.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching our latest edition of Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchens. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as us. We want to thank our homeowners, our designers, our installers, but most of all, you the viewers out there that have allowed us to show Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchen.